In under 15 years, Genesis has gone from being the name of a Hyundai with dubious possibilities to being an undisputed extravagance brand, making probably the most complex approaches to getting from here to there. We get more evidence of that each time somebody inquires as to whether the GV80, a previous C/D10 Best Victor, is a Bentley. Under the SUV's smooth skin, a standard turbocharged four-chamber sneaks up all of a sudden, yet the discretionary twin-super V6 opens essential execution. All models include an 8-speed program transmission and all-wheel drive. Genesis actually behaves like a challenger against laid-out brands, for example, Mercedes-Benz and BMW, working on its unique recipe of offering extraordinary value for one's extravagance money. Impressive appeal, creator insights, and luxury lodge completes make each GV80, particularly the plusher variations, closely resemble they ought to cost thousands more while really costing something similar or not exactly the most well-known SUVs in the class. Genesis has made only a couple of touch-ups to the GV80 this year. Each trim gets a standard Wi-Fi area of interest with the capacity to interface with 5 gadgets. The Cardiff Green and Brunswick Green outside tones are presently not accessible, nor is the Maroon Brown and Smoky Green two-tone inside. The high-level bundle accompanies a power-collapsing third line, and it forfeits its conservative extra for a tire fix unit. The Eminence Mark trim revisitations of the setup subsequent to going home for the year, accessible in 3 variety mixes: Mono Red outside over a dark inside, Brunswick Green Matte over Metropolitan Ground and Beige, and Vic Dark over Dark. Every one of the 3 gain dull chrome outside trim. This fair-sized extravagance hybrid has similar underpinnings as the G80 and comes standard with all-wheel drive. The motor decisions turn over with a 300 horsepower turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-chamber and heightened to a 375 horsepower twin-super 3.5-liter V6. We hustled the Super 4 to 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds on our test track. The V6 model slices that opportunity into an energetic 5.3 seconds. After driving the 2 forms of the GV80, we can say that the new SUV feels athletic in corners and conveys a tranquil ride, yet purchasers looking for additional rushes could think about a Porsche Cayenne or an Audi SQ8. The EPA estimates the 4-chamber GV80 models will deliver 20 mpg in the city and 24 mpg on the parkway. Going with the V6 lessens those to 18 mpg and 23 mpg separately. We haven't gotten the opportunity to put the V6 form through our 75 miles per hour interstate efficiency test, yet the GV80 with the Super 4 exceeded expectations by a touch, returning 25 mpg on the parkway. Photographs don't do justice to how rich and exquisite the GV80's interior is. Indeed, even the lower levels are done with tasteful touches like burled wood trim, metal accents, and encompassing lighting. The enormous rectangular infotainment show set into the scramble keeps matters upscale yet cleaned up. The front seats are agreeable, strong, and accessible, with a back rub capability that feels truly unwinding. A standard 3-across seat in the subsequent column takes into consideration up to 5 travelers. A third line of seats is a discretionary element, however, space back there is restricted and ought to be viewed as a spot exclusively for youngsters. We fit 13 portable bags behind the subsequent column, and the GV80 gulped a sum of 28 with the subsequent line collapsed.